everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all really good. Today I am going to film another Christmas look. I'm thinking kind of like a green glitter situation, hopefully, all being well. But yeah, I'm thinking really Christmassy green, kind of something resembling a Christmas tree. I've already done my brows. I've actually done a new brow routine, so right now they probably look a little bit scary, but I promise whenever I'm done my whole makeup they'll actually look like the best fluffy brow you've ever seen. Just you wait and see. Yeah, I've basically changed up my brow routine, so if you would like a video on that, just please let me know in the comments. I would love it so much if you would like and subscribe as well. It would mean the absolute world to me. And yeah, grab yourself a cup of coffee, a cup of tea. I personally couldn't drink a cup of coffee while watching a YouTube video because I'd be buzzing off the roof. But yeah, grab yourself a cup of tea. If you're like me, get a glass of water. I have really like crusty dry lips right now, so the water is needed. Also, I'm aware I look like a hot mess. Not even a hot mess, just a flipping mess, to be honest. I generally feel like I look absolutely disgusting today. I had every intention, I set my alarm for 8:30 this morning, had every intention of getting up, doing a bit of reading first thing, getting everything ready and filming, to be filming by 10 and finished hopefully by 12. It is now currently 10 past 11, no, it's 11 minutes past 1. So today hasn't went to plan. I basically am just feeling a little bit drained of energy today, to say the least. I'm really super tired. It is that time that girls get tired and cranky and spotty. So we've got a nice friend here. It is a spot, it's not anything else. My skin's super dry. I've got really bad dark circles. Also, it's really windy today, so I apologise about that. And I'm rambling so much. But yeah, I literally look like death, and hopefully by the end of this tutorial I will look somewhat human by the end of it. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. So I've already primed my eyes with the Be Perfect Prime, and I used a Colourpop E13 brush. So I'm just going to pat over that right now just to make sure that there is no creasing, which there currently is because obviously I have been... Okay, so I'm hoping to kind of jump between, please don't judge me, but I'm hoping to kind of jump between the Jaclyn Hill palette. Mine is disgusting. It really is actually the most disgusting palette you'll ever see because it's so dirty. And of course, my favourite palette of all time at the minute, the Makeup with Jaclyn Hill palette. Because I'm doing a green look, I just love, I need to zoom out a wee, I just love the greens in the Jaclyn Hill and the Clientele palette. They are my absolute favourite. So yeah, I'm going to delve between the two of them. Okay, so I'm first going to go in with a Morphe M506, and I'm going to go in with the darkest green shade in the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm not even going to waste my time holding the palettes up because it's just a nightmare, to be honest. Sorry if it really annoys you, let me know and I'll do it in the next video. But yeah, I'm going in with the dark green in the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm just going to start pressing and wiggling this through my crease and my outer corner of the eye. And I'm making sure to bring it right into the inner corner as well. Obviously we work with our darker colours first, so it will look a little bit crazy. I've recently been really struggling with having my mirror like lower, which is really weird because I always used to have it lower, and yeah, now I need it like at like eye level, which I suppose is kind of fair enough, but it's just a nightmare trying to film and have your mirror that you can't see your mirror. And I'm not one of these people that can hold a mirror and do my makeup. I'm just really softening and blending that out. Okay, so I'm next going to go into one of my favourite brushes of all time, which is a Sigma E36 blending brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Warrior in the Makeup with Ja palette. So it is like a khaki green shade, and I'm going to start to take this 50% over the top of the shade that we just applied and 50% on the skin, so that will just use that to further blend out the shade. And I'm almost just lightly tickling the eye while applying this, so just applying a small amount of product at a time and just slightly blending out that previous colour. Okay, so once I've done that, I'm then going to jump into another Sigma E36 brush. I have now 3 of these, which it just makes me the happiest person in the world, because they are the best blending brushes ever, and this is my first time using this one, so oh, it's a special moment. I don't know what shade I'm going to use. Okay, so the shade I'm now going to use to blend out my khaki green is going to be the shade Dirty Tan from the Makeup with Ja palette. I'm just going in with a small amount on my brush, and again doing that 50-50 technique, so 50% over the top of that khaki and 50% on the skin, and just using this to slightly tickle and blend out the previous colour. Okay, so once I've done that, I'm just then going to go in with a clean blending brush and just make sure everything is nice and seamless, and just really work on blending all the colours back into the skin. Okay, so obviously once you've done that, it'll then start to look a little bit muddy because you've put your lighter colours on top of your darker colours, and you will then need to basically build your darker colours back up. So I like to then do this, so from lightest back to darkest this way, and I'm just going to do that off camera, and then I'll come back and show you how it should be looking. If you want to see how I do this more in depth, I do have an eye tutorial where I show you more how I would do it structured on that. Okay, so I am back and I have built up those colours. There is currently the most aggressive storm going on outside, so that's rude. Yeah, it's literally like bucketing down, so I do apologise if you can hear more of the storm than you can hear me talking. I will try to speak as loud as I can without shouting and deafening your eardrums. But yeah, I literally just went back in with all the previous shades I used and built them up, and took the colours a little bit higher as needed. So I'm thinking of doing a really dark green glitter. Okay, so that was a disaster and a half. I thought I got sent a green glitter from my brand, but I didn't. I made it up in my head, which is really weird. I do have a green glitter that I'm going to use, and I haven't actually used before, so that's all good. First of all, I'm going to actually go in with the Estee Edit Metallic Shadow Cream and Powder in Aqua Nova number 2. I'm just going in with the base shade in this. I'm not actually sure if you can buy this anymore, but I mean, you could go in with like a green, dark green kohl pencil or something like that there. And I'm just basically placing this all over the lid just to add depth. You could probably go in with a black pencil too if you wanted to. But I have this, so I'm using this. Sorry if you don't have this, which you probably don't, but it's fine. You can make it work, I believe in you. Okay, so I've applied that all over my lid, and then I'm just going to set that in place with a shimmery green shade in the Jaclyn Hill palette. So I'm going to go in with this shade here. The reason I'm showing you is because I don't know what it's called, so I'm just showing to make your life easier. And I'm just going to pack that all over the top of that base. I like to go in with like a slight shimmer shade before I go in with a glitter, just because the glitters are kind of chunky and will look really patchy if you just use them on their own. So I like to do this just so it looks a little better. Then once I've done that, I'm just going to go into the dark green shade in the Jaclyn Hill palette again, and just make sure that I'm getting a nice blend between the glitter, well, not the glitter, the shimmer and the dark green shadow. And I like to do this before I go in with my glitter because it just makes it 10 times easier then. So I'm now going to go in with the Anastasia glitter adhesive all over my lid, and I'm using a Colourpop E1 brush, and I'm just putting this everywhere where we applied the shimmer shade, so not over the matte, just over the shimmer. And then I'm going to go in with Be Perfect's Sheer the Cat glitter, and I'm just going to pack that directly over the top of that glitter glue. Is that a nice look? Is it? Is it really? Do we like it? Do we not like it? How are we feeling about it? Not sure. Me neither. Okay, so I'm going in with Anastasia's black liquid liner. Literally just going to line my lash line with that. I always like a bit of liquid liner down, personally, just for something for my lashes to sit on. And then just going to blend that out with a little brush, and just tickling it into the shadow, just so there's not a blunt stop at the edge. That'll do your, that'll do your. Just going in with a tiny bit of the black in the Jaclyn Hill palette. You can use the black in the Be Perfect palette, whatever tickles your fancy. And then I'm just gonna attempt to clean this flipping glitter up. It's ruining my life. Okay, I'm aware I didn't do my inner corner highlight in my last video. It is okay, we're gonna do it now. So I'm just gonna go in with a very old Morphe M507 brush, and I'm going to take a bit of the Collection 2000 Extra Fair concealer, and I'm going to buff this into the inner corner. And once you do that, it should look a little something like this. You've just got your concealer down. Then we're going to go in with a bit of Doll Beauty, like a diamond highlighter, and place that right in the inner corner. So now I'm just going to go off camera and do this side of my face, which is my photograph side. Let's hope it goes smoothly. Okay, so that is the top of both my eyes done. Now we're going to do the underneath. Okay, so for the underneath of my eyes, I am going in with Colourpop's Pretty Fresh Concealer in the shade Fair 15, and this is going to be my base for my eyeshadows. And I'm just taking the same Colourpop brush that I used for my base, which is the E13, and I'm just using that to blend the concealer up to my lash line and just clean up the wee edge at the outer part, just to make sure it's not sitting too crazy. Okay, once I've done that, I'm going to then go in with the Barry M Bold Waterproof Eyeliner in the shade Black, and I'm going to run that in my waterline and drag it in between my lashes, just like that. I am then going to go in with a Peaches and Cream PC33 brush. I'm going to go in with the dark green shade in the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm going to use this to smoke out the black into the concealer. So just doing back and forward motions until you get that nice blend. Okay, then once you've done that, you will look a little bit messy and dark and gloomy. So I'm then going to go in with Peaches PC38 brush, and I'm going to go back into the shade Warrior in the Makeup with Gel palette and use that to further smoke out the dark green shade. I am then going to go in with a Morphe M507 brush, which is completely rubbed off. It's a really old one, and I'm going to go in with the shade Dirty Tan, and I'm going to run that under the shade Warrior and blend that further back into my skin. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to go and blend everything out with a clean fluffy brush. Okay, perfect. So it'll look a little something like this. The underneath of my eyes are now done and smoked out. I'm currently resembling a ghost. I am tanned here, just not here. So I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation. So for foundation today, I'm going to use the Maybelline Superstay in the shade Warm Sun. This is a go-to for me. I absolutely love it, and it never fails me. And to apply that, I'm going to use a Peaches PC25 brush. This is one of my favorite This is one of my favourite brushes for foundation. It just applies it so smoothly and full coverage. Not that that's a word. This foundation is a tiny bit orange for me right now, just because my tan this week has not been its best, to be honest. I'm not as tan as I normally would be, and I CBA putting any instant tan on, and also I don't put instant tan on my face, so my face would be even whiter compared to my body than it currently is. Okay, so once I've done my foundation, I am then going to go in with the Colourpop's concealer, in Pretty Fresh concealer in the shade 15W. This shade is far too light for me, but I'm all about that, so it's fine. I absolutely love this concealer. Like, at the minute there is no concealer that is better than this for me. Once I've applied my concealer and it looks a little bit like this, I'm just going to blend it in with a Inglot 4SS brush. Can't wait to stop filming so I can get a cup of tea and a Marks and Spencer's chocolate chip shortbread. They're delicious. If you have not tried them, go and try them. If you don't have Marks and Spencer's, I feel sorry for you. And then just pat underneath the eyes, making sure to be careful around your eyeshadow. Okay, so once I've blended my concealer in, I'm then going to go in with 2 contour sticks. I'm using the Sosu contour sticks in the shade Dark and Warm, and I literally just go between the two on a Peaches PC21 brush and just apply these all over my face. Yeah, so I like to kind of bronze with these rather than contour. I don't like to look like grey and ashy. I like to look warm and bronzed. So I prefer a warmer contour rather than a cooler one. And then I just like to kind of pat over that with my foundation brush, just to make sure that it is not too harsh. Although with those it's generally impossible to go too harsh. They always sit really nice and smooth. I'm then just going to go in with Anastasia Vanilla Loose Powder on a Peaches PC27 brush, and I'm going to use this in all the areas where I highlighted, just to really set and brighten at the same time. And then I'm going to go ahead and set all over the rest of my face with the Anastasia powder in Banana, and I'm using a Cosetti S125 brush. Okay, then I'm going to further bronze the rest of my face using MAC's Give Me Sun. I haven't used this in a long time, but I've recently started kind of going back to it, although probably a bit orange for me today because I'm pasty pale. You're probably looking at this being like, you're not pale, hun. But I'm paler than normal today, so. And then I'm just gonna contour. I say contour because I'm not really contouring, I'm just bronzing, but I'm just gonna go down the sides of my nose with MAC's medium deep bronzer. So I don't like this to be too harsh, it's just to add a bit of colour to my nose so that it doesn't like blend in with everything else. After I've done that, I like to go in with Maybelline Fit Me powders. I go between the shade 105 and 220. I'm just going to use the little brush that I used for setting underneath my eyes and go between the two, and I'm just going to clean up my bronzer underneath. So it's kind of like baking, but you're not, because you're not setting powder there. Like, well, you are, but it's already a pressed powder. I prefer this than baking. I'm not really a fan of baking, if I'm totally honest. I'm just going to go under my eyes with that as well and down the side of my nose, just to kind of brighten a little bit. And then going in with Milani Luminoso Blush, an oldie but a goodie. An oldie but a goodie that I only got new and have never had before, but it's super pretty. I'm then just going to spray my face with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Setting Spray. And I'm just fanning that in. I am then just going to go in with a bit of Dull Beauty highlight in the shade Shine Bright. Mine's smashed. I'm really not happy about it. But look, I'm so sad. This smashed on Saturday in work and I'm so cross. But it's fine. Yeah, I'm just going to apply that on with a Angle 4SS brush. And I like to go ham with my highlight when I'm taking an Instagram photo, as most of you know. Obviously wouldn't wear this out in public. And then just going to go in with MAC's Global Glow, and I'm going to use that to blend the bottom of my highlighter back into my bronzer and stuff. That is us at the moment. I am going to go off camera and put on some lashes and soap my brows so they're looking a little more fluffy than this, because right now they're making me sad. I don't know about you, but they're making me sad. Okay guys, so I actually just did the rest of my face and my lips off camera just because my camera is actually about to die and I didn't want it to be dying mid-filming and then me not get a outro done. So for my eyelashes I use the Velour Dark Side lashes. These are ready for the bin. I think I've had these for 2 years now. Obviously I don't wear them every day, but I've had them a long time. And then for my lips I used Peaches and Cream Borderline Lip Pencil, MAC's Jimmy Genevieve lipstick. Absolutely love that. I'm gonna cry so much when mine runs done. And then Jordana Cosmetics Hun Gloss on top. So that is the finished look. And I just popped in these little earrings from River Island, which I absolutely love. So yeah. Okay guys, so that is the finished tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I would love it so much if you would leave a comment telling me what you want me to film or just sharing your day. And I would love it if you would like and subscribe as well. It would mean the absolute world to me, and it would also help me out massively. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will be back soon. I hope you all have a fantastic week, and yeah.